Good morning, Rockland County. I love saying
They
that.
said good morning back, by the way. They said.
They say good morning back?
Yeah, they did. They just did, yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad to know I'm not speaking into a vacuum. That feels good.
I've been doing it for 50 years. I'm used to it now. It doesn't matter, but go ahead.
Well, today I'm going to talk about what looks like a boom in hotels in the county.
Right.
We put up a piece that said that in 2020 we could see more than 200 rooms added, and if you count everything that's on the books, we could see as many as 1,000 new hotel rooms here in the county. Here's what we know. We know that on Route 59 at the in Spring Valley, the Element by Westin, which is a Marriott brand, is going to be opening up. And we also know that the Holiday Inn Express at Thruway Plaza is underway. What's interesting about Element is that, and some of the other properties that I'm going to talk about, is that Element brings something fresh to the county. Even though it's in that mid-range category in terms of pricing, it's sleek, it's Scandinavian kind of minimalist design, it's apartment-style suites, but it's going to cater to a more millennial traveler, the kind of traveler who might also stay in like a highly designed boutique hotel, but if they're here coming through Rockland, you know, they've got an alternative to we have a big bunch of hotels that all sort of do the same thing. There's kind of those mid-range budget hotels. Some of them are, suites, and they all kind of have the same hotel feeling. But the Element is it's a sleeker, more designed hotel. So that's going to add, I think it's about 89 rooms, and that is due to open in the spring. Then we also have heard that Orangetown has signed an agreement with a company called Riverlink Hotels of Newburgh to put a Hilton Hotel, another 200 rooms, at the former Rockland Psychiatric Center campus. Add to that, we've got Raj Amar up in Stoney Point, still working to get his project underway, which would include a resort hotel.
And we really could use that up there too. I really hope that this goes through.
Right. So we're talking about a sleek hotel in Element, but in the mid-range. We're talking about a resort hotel up at the Palisades. The HNA Center, which we're still, that sale is we're still waiting to hear how that plays out. But they have the permit for, to build another 100-room hotel if the new owners, whoever those new owners come to be. And then add another layer, and you've got, because of the state of the malls, you've got the assignment of the shops at Nanuet, and you've got, I don't know about the Palisades Center, but certainly the shops at Nanuet has a lot of property there that needs to be and it needs a new plan. The Sears, the two Sears buildings. So there is chatter there too about hotel conference center. So we're looking potentially at a lot more rooms in the county. Is the demand there? Chicken and egg. If we build these hotels and conference centers and resorts and sleek, millennial properties, will they come? So that's kind of the $65,000 question. But I think this looks positive for Rockland. I think whereas other sectors of the economy are hurting and retail largely. I think you're seeing a big boom in hotels and the whole food and beverage category, and these are we need economic drivers here. So the story is filled with stats, and it's really interesting. one of the predictions is that nationally is that the hotel industry will it's been growing for quite a while, and it will level off for a year or so, but with the growth rates projected to return in 2022. And, that would give Rockland that sweet spot of by the time those new properties come online, that's just probably about where we'll be, 2022. So, hotels. Interesting.
I know somebody was talking about this last week. It might have been Chris Day. I forgot, but I mentioned to him, and I'll say to you, that Time Hotel. Everybody thought that was going to be really to catapult this county into, boy, look at what kind of a operation they have in here. And that thing was floundering for a while. I guess it's things have stabilized to a point.
Well, that hotel. Made the bold move of really being trying to be Rockland's first boutique hotel. So it's not a, flag. It's not a branded property. He was trying to offer something that is more akin to, a unique, individually, hip design kind of hotel. Now, it did have and plus it's got the BV's grill. So that has helped it quite a lot. Yes, it floundered. It was in bankruptcy. It seemed to have the misfortune of the mishandling of money. We reported extensively on it being bought, several months ago. I think that's maybe even close to a year. I've lost track. We shall see what goes on with that hotel. I think for the moment it has stabilized. It seems like it's doing okay. But that probably is, one example of being able to, the kind of hotel that can attract a New York City crowd to come up here for the weekend just to be here in the county to enjoy what the county has to offer. With the hotel being part of the draw. Is the point. We need more properties like that in the county, absolutely. I mean, if we are to stimulate tourism here, a lot of people, a lot of savvy travelers will look at the hotel market, and if it all seems, very vanilla and more of the same thing, they might pass it up. But if you've got a unique property, that is as much of a driver to pull tourists who then find what there is to do in the area. So it's I think Rockland has so much room to do this sort of thing.
Up in Stoney Point, whether it's a swanky one or just a generic, nice place, whenever we get guests from Massachusetts, they got to go up near West Point to stay. I mean, that's ridiculous. We certainly, I believe, could use one, but people have done market analyses and it came back that, you don't have the whatever to support a hotel, and they abandon the prospects of doing it. So. Well,
I think that Rajamar, who functions by his own metrics, and just wants to do this so badly. I believe that unless permitting processes or government to slow down stands in his way, I fully expect that will materialize. Though I think he will attach to with a major brand. Yeah. But I think that if Rockland had a luxury resort hotel, it could be a real game changer. Orange County is building hotels like crazy. There are, I think 12 or more slated to be built. At least about a half a dozen up by Woodbury Common. The new Legoland is going to have hotels. The new casino, I know it's faltering, but it'll probably find its feet. So we need to mature. As a county. I think we need to mature in terms of our hotel offerings.
Well, you're going to have all this on your website now, right?
Of course, it's rcbizjournal.com.
rcbizjournal.com. Anytime, any day, any hour of the day, it's there for you. Tina, thank you. Thank you very much.
See you next week. Have a